Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we're going to continue in our method book with line 47, Mary Ann. So let's start at the beginning. We have 4 lines, but lines 1 and 3 are very similar to each other, and lines 2 and 4 are very similar to each other. So that'll make this a little easier to get through. So at the beginning, we have our treble clef. That's on each line. And then we have our time signature. We're in 4/4 time. Top number gives us the number of beats per measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note if we had one. So let's break that down. So we have a whole note, gets 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half. Half of 4 is 2. So our half notes and half rest get 2 beats each. Then half of a half is a quarter. Half of 2 is 1. So our quarter notes and quarter rests get 1 beat each. You might also notice that we have some tied notes at the end of each line. So you're going to hold those out like a musical plus sign. Do not re-articulate the second note in a tie. So if I have a half note tied to a half note, I'm going to hold that note for 4 beats. And if I have a half note tied to a quarter note, I'm going to hold that note for 3 beats. So let's look at line 1. We start on a half note E, first and second valve. We go up to an open G, down to an open C, and back to our E. Then we repeat the E, go to a D, and then up to an F that gets 4 beats. Now, if you compare it to line 3, the only difference is that the first measure has quarter notes instead of half notes. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Let's go to line 2. We start with a half note D, kick that third valve slide out. We skip up to 2 quarter note Fs, down to a half note B, back to the D. Then we have D, C, E, and the E gets 3 counts. Now, if we compare line 2 to line 4, the only difference is in the last note. The last note is a C instead of an E. So we're going to play straight through all 4 lines. We are going to have a metronome going at 100 beats per minute. I hope you can play along with me. Start each note with a t sound and let your air do the work. If you're not able to keep up, then just pause the video, work on small sections, rewind it as much as you need to, and then join me. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. And that is it for line 47, Mary Ann. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.